Good morning, family and friends. I'm saying good morning as I do when I make my morning videos. It's been a while, although I did make a video yesterday morning on my sister's birthday. It was mainly to say happy birthday to her. Also, the last couple days I've been busy most of the day on a video shoot with Icky Blossoms. Yesterday was sweltering hot, so I came home early from the video shoot since I had that option. I wasn't essential. I was just recording behind the scenes stuff on camera. Looking forward to seeing the video. It's a shame that it was so hot because there's a lot of action in this video taking place in an abandoned house. So we'll see what to do with it. But a couple things. I give you an update on Dereck 2 and some music talk. Several things. First off, on Dereck 2, with Dereck 3, we had quite a wait because I had to have them do a second test pressing. This time that wasn't the case. I gave them the green light. I'm sincerely hoping that I'll hear word by the end of next week that my records are on their way. The turnaround time, I understand, usually for finalization of an order is 2 weeks. I finalized my order for Dereck 2 last Friday, so I sure hope to hear something by next Friday, if not receiving a tracking number that the stuff is on its way. I won't even get into reminding people about ordering. I think it'll all really come together when we see the record. I've listened to the record several times, and I have been surprised because I am like most musicians and artists. Once you complete a project, it's really hard to keep listening to it. You're done with it. You're really sick of it. And I'm just so pleased at how it sounds. It sounds new to me. Dereck 2 sounds like a new record to me. And it hangs better than Dereck 3. It really does. I won't be surprised if some people don't think so. I just know that it does. I made the records. I make these records for me, very objectively. It's a much better record, much better than Dereck 3. Real happy to say that. Can't wait to show it. Can't wait to see this artwork. Can't wait to see my sister Stephanie, the birthday girl. I'm using one of her paintings for the cover. I have not seen it yet, except, on the computer. Can't wait to see it. Okay. The other thing is, I just looked at my channel and I have over 1,700 subscribers. It's just, all I can say is, as much as I fret at times that I'm saying too much, or that I'm rubbing people the wrong way, I keep hearing enough that even though that might be the case, Dereck, you're being yourself. I'm being true to myself. And so I'm not going to change. I'm just going to be me, okay? Here's something else that occurred to me. I just recently watched that guy Keeg's first videos. A young man. He's a kid, okay? I was blown away with what he's buying. He reminds me of me at that age. Kids getting into King Crimson and Henry Cow. I don't know how old he is. He looks young. Right on, young man. And with seeing him, being reminded that people of all ages are watching my videos, am I going to change the way I talk? Fuck no. I'm going to say something that it's intended to rub someone the wrong way, not my friends. But if you end up being rubbed the wrong way, then that's something about you, not me. But what I'm about to say is this. I'm not going to change the fact that I curse or say exactly what's on my mind because I know kids are watching. I'm not an idiot with his head buried in the sand about what children are really like, okay? I know what kids really talk like, average kids, okay? All right? Kids would do well to hear me talk, okay? They would. So also, you folks that are just now finding me because of music, if you haven't figured it out yet, I talk about everything here. This is my channel. I'm living out my life fairly publicly in these videos. You may hear me talk about politics. You may hear me talk about child sexual abuse, something that I'm personally familiar with, and other things, And even though I say these things, I hold back a lot. I'm just giving you fair warning. You know, if you need a easy ride, you better step down the road, because I'm not going to give you one, okay? And it's all out of love. Okay, I have not been buying music. I did buy one record this week, and I showed it earlier this week, and I have absorbed this. Aphex Twin. This man is a genius. Richard James is a genius. Okay, it's a genius. And it sounds incredible on vinyl. One other housekeeping note. David Sequoia Flame. I'll be mailing your copy of Eye Against Eye with your copy of Dereck 2. It really shouldn't be that long. Really, we could be looking at records being in at the end of next week. So you just bought a shitload of good stuff at the Goodwill. Man, I wish I could come across a Goodwill cachet like that. You got plenty to listen to for now. So what I'm going to just kind of show right quick before I get off of here is some of the records I've been listening to. I've been showing a lot of what I'm listening to while I'm online on Facebook. I'm loving the Facebook vinyl community. Hey, Big Star, I know you don't like Facebook, but I'll tell you what. The vinyl community is a whole nother matter on Facebook. It's vital, it's alive, it's fun, it's screaming, it's going 24/7. I love how it really captures the international aspect, that there's the different times of people's lives. You know, like I'm going to bed and people are getting up over in Europe, and people are going to bed in Europe, and we're in the middle of something hot. It's really, really cool. I want to say again that there's people showing records on Facebook that don't make videos, or do make videos. And I'm seeing some amazing videos, some amazing records, rather. And I am still trying to get around to at least say hello to people in your videos. I'll tell you up front, you know, even my favorite people on video, it's hard to watch now because of time. It's changed. I'm just going to tell you for me, and I don't mean to make everyone else change, but I'm telling you, you know, it has changed for me. The vinyl community is very important to me, but how I'm interacting with it is changing. And Facebook is a lot of fun right now. It's real time. Really enjoying it. Okay, just letting you know, folks. Okay, so last night I got into all kinds of stuff. Tingling Mother's Circus is something I played last night. Side one all the way through. This is supposed to be kind of pastiche psych, but in retrospect, they just about nailed it. You know, what's his name? Not Elliot Smith, but Elliot Randall is the guitarist in the band, and he at one time was a very prominent New York session player, played on everybody's records. If you have records from the 70s, you probably have Elliot Randall. He is like one of the studio musicians behind this band. This is really excellent. It's not a 10, but it's excellent. Okay. I want to thank the Memphis Vinyl Jim and the Missus for starting a wonderful firestorm of 10s. It was an idea waiting to happen. Thank you, Jim. Brilliant. Brilliant. This is not easy music to listen to. Berlin by Art Zoyd. I played this last night. There are many times when I'll put this on, and if it's not right, I have to take it off because it demands a lot of you as a listener. It's dark music. This music can be cathartic. I think it's about self-exploration. Whatever they're about, it causes me to look at myself in a different way. It's kind of music for self-examination. It's powerful. It's incredible. It's like modern chamber music. So edgy. Punk chamber. Not in the obvious sense, but in what's going on. I don't have all of Art Zoyd's albums. I don't know if I want to say that this one is the 10 of theirs, but this is awfully amazing. This is a 10. This is a 10. Occam Reichel and Machines, Echo. This is very hard to find, and it's very expensive when you can find it. Double album. I was very fortunate that the friend from the Air Force friend that I met in high school, who turned me on to krautrock and European rock extensively, gave me this. He gave me his copy. He knew I wouldn't be able to find it. I have never seen another copy of this album besides mine. This is a space rock tour de force. Excuse me. And that, you just have to hear it. It's a journey, 4 sides, okay? There are parts of the trip where it meanders. But the overall power of this recording and this session is mind-blowing. This is a 10 plus. This is a krautrock grail, people, if you can find it. Some folks online were talking about it, I think yesterday, and Vidizig, you found one for what, 295 euros out of Belgium? Last time I found one, it was over $700. This is a 10. Occam, Reichel, and Machines. We all know this is a 10, but I played it again. Not Plague, the other side. Manerg, Lemmings, God. By the time you get to the end of Lemmings, you think the world is going to end. It's so apocalyptic. This is such a 10. This is a masterpiece of progressive rock music. Peter Hamill, this is your shining moment. I can't praise this album enough. If you have it and you haven't had the experience I'm talking about, keep going back to it. It'll happen. 10. Got to talking about Italian Prague online last night, so I pulled out Le Orme, Contrapunti. This is fantastic. Had been forever. This is the kind of prog that I like, where it's just on the edge of being noodly and woodly, but they don't cross the line. It's fantastic. Now, on the other hand, this one goes over the top with the vocals. I'm glad I don't speak Italian, because a VC member on Facebook told me that the lyrics really destroyed this album. This is very powerful progressive rock music from Italy. Il Balletto di Bronzo. Is. And it's considered a grail, and it's expensive. The music is really, really frenetic. Takes a tip from King Crimson and The Nice and goes totally Italian. I think this album is absolutely a 10. Absolutely a 10. And I'm glad I'm glad I don't know what they're singing about. 10. Il Balletto di Bronzo. What's going on, Rob Daddy Paniques? If you're watching this, try to speak my best Italian for you, man. I don't know why, Rob. I really love you a lot, Rob. But when I think of your handle, Paniques 60, 1960, I think of Daddy Paniques. It's affectionate in my mind, and I say, hey, that's Daddy Paniques. Played this the other day, Nectar, live in New York. Great band. Americans and English guys, I think, who went to Germany to get it together and got it together. Great album. Great album. Okay, these are those records that I bought. Let me see what else I got here to show that I've been playing. Okay, this, yeah, I do have more. I got more. Yeah. Okay, hang with me, folks. Shit, I've been playing a shitload of music. I may not get to all of this because I don't want, well, we'll just see what happens, okay? I pulled this out, the Triple Echo Soft Machine. Listen to a whole side of it from the John Peel sessions. It's a triple album box set, basically, that I think is probably pretty hard to find nowadays. On Harvest, it's fantastic. Soft Machine. And Second Funk got me the other day. He showed in his video of stuff he'd like to see on vinyl. He had that BBC Soft Machines set that I don't have. I better get busy. What up, Sec? Played this the other day at the recommendation of Anders from Stockholm. I had forgotten how good this is. John Gilmore's sessions outside of his work with Sun Ra are kind of rare. This is a beautiful date. Free, but also lyrical. They do some wonderful interpretations of Paul Bley, Carla Bley tunes on here. This is fantastic. This is a compilation of noise rock, alt rock from the 80s. Incredible, some of this stuff. Magnetic Bleu MP and Bomis Prendon in particular. International compilation 2. It's on Bain Total. These records are really collectible. Whenever I see them, they're very pricey. I'm not exactly sure why, except that what's on them is really, really good. Electronic noise, fantastic, fantastic. I had to pull my boy's Opeth, Deliverance. I love this album, and I know most of the songs on this album on the guitar. A lot of fun to play. I think this album is just dynamite. You know, Still Life is my main number 10, but I'm just going to go ahead and say that I really love Opeth, and I'm going to count this as a 10, as well as Blackwater Park. Played this the other day, talking about Italian rock. Garofano Rosso. It's a soundtrack. It's a rare Bonco album where the lead singer does not sing. It's instrumental. Excellent, excellent. Now this sounds to me like the type of prog album that, for example, You River, Cool Ranch Dressing. If you happen to watch this is not for you. But if you happen to watch, do you know Warhammer 48K? This is a stoner sludge psychedelic rock band that I had the pleasure of opening for a few years ago. I didn't know anything about them. They blew me away. It was like seeing Hawkwind like this. They were fantastic. And I liked them so much I bought everything they had, which is mainly CD. I have like 3 CDs and this one album. Warhammer 48K. Anybody know? Psychedelic and stoner at the same time. Really good. We'll go a little bit longer. Getting to know y'all. I was sharing about this on Facebook. This is one of the finest jazz improvisation albums I own. It includes members of the Art Ensemble of Chicago, some of the cream of European improvisation. Some of the names that I still don't quite, well, I can tell you this: Heinz Sauer, Gerd Dudek, William Breuker, Terj Ripdahl. All of these are Pal Danielson. Oh my God, you know, the entire Terj Ripdahl group. And then, like I said, the Art Ensemble of Chicago, Karen Krogh. This album is super intense. There are a couple of moments here, seriously, where it is so intense, you can literally hear that there's just a point. I tried to describe it, where Lester Bowie does this spoken thing, and he starts to get really heated. And you can hear people, like, some are egging him on, and others are like, is this supposed to be happening? And then the music erupts, literally. It's fantastic. Listen to this the other night, Jeff Beck Flash. The best thing about this is his guitar playing. I can't stand how producers who are intent upon reinventing an old artist for the purpose of making money make some of the slockiest, shittiest music. This is an example. I love Jeff Beck. He has had some horrid management. Told him some of the worst things to do. I like The Suit. There's a couple songs in here that are okay, but they're beneath Jeff Beck. My God. Reckon Zentrum Nelson. One of the few things of theirs I've been able to find on vinyl. Electronic Bliss. Period. This is an older electronic album by Scanner. Spore. This starts off a little bit rough because it's like he's one of those people who was a pioneer of this stuff. Sampling, glitching, all that stuff. Once he gets going on this is fantastic. Scanner. Spore. I had bought a Jerry Rafferty album the other day, Night Owl. Forgot I had City to City. Baker Street. That's radio gold. That's what the radio is supposed to sound like. One of my blues albums that I can still enjoy. Fast Life Rider. I had forgotten how much I love that song from my teenage years. I put it on the other night. I let the album play, and then it just got to that song. I forgot about it. They used to play it on the underground radio back in the 70s. And it's a progressive blues. I need progression. If you're just going to play the blues, you've lost me. Syd Barrett. This is the one that I picked up last year's record store day. Fantastic compilation. Beautifully pressed. Just sounds wonderful. Last thing I'll show is Akron family. Akron family. I can't see the title or if it has one. This is just amazing, okay? It starts off kind of bare bones, and then you kind of wonder, what is this going to do anything? And before you know it, and you're in another world. Akron family. Fantastic. I'm so glad that you people, I'm so glad that everyone that subscribes finds something of value here in my channel. I'm going to keep it human, as Henry Youth says. So many of you people I love, admire, and care about, and I just, can't visit you all, you know what I'm saying? But I want to acknowledge all of you in some kind of way. Thank you for being with me and acknowledging. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's like, it is a way of saying, yeah, Dereck, you're okay, which means you're okay too. And I'll just stop there, okay? As soon as I hear about Dereck 2's coming in, I'll let you know.